I'm Kara Brown. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about my channel is all about fitness, but not on the level where I'll be giving you some fitness tips. Is more based on mental health and what makes you do the things that you do, and what actually give you the thrive, and what is actually stopping you from achieving your greatest version. So nature is my home, and this is how I spend the most of my time. As not everyone is the same, but I would say being in nature for me is a must, because it gives me the time to be able to ground myself and to be able to be in my own energy. The world is actually very full of chaos, and it's actually very, very difficult to ground myself. Okay, so this is my world, and this is where I fit in the most. I am more of an introvert, and being an introvert is something that I enjoy the most. I do not mind being with friends, but it is not really my thing. Now, talking about fitness, I'm talking about how you can achieve the thing that you want to achieve, regardless of your fitness goal. How do you achieve your fitness? How do you achieve a fitter body, a stronger mind? Well, I was not always the way I look now. I was not. There is always a drive behind what you do. And it must be a strong why, or is due to trauma. Example, if you have been bullied heavily in school, and being always left out and behind, and being always treated like you were nobody, well, most of the time you see the ones that you see today being the bodybuilders, being like the super athletes. They never had it really good back in the childhood. It was actually very, very tough. And for myself, it was actually very tough. I had friends in primary school, but I was always like a doormat. The friends, the big friends, the fat friends who could get boys for my friend. Or during prom, we had prom in primary school as well. And every year we had like a little prom. So it was kind of back in Belgium, obviously. It was every year from the age of 8, you have like a prom every year. And then girls would have to be in line, and boys would come and pick them. And I was never picked, all right? I was always with the last boy that no one wanted to pick, okay? And it was hurtful, but I got kind of used to it. At home, it was not easy either. I would never really get the clothes that my sister used to have, and it was quite like, well, they can wear skirt, and I can't because I'm big. And I've been told that there is no my size. So obviously my sister would have clothes, but I would not have it because there is no my size. And obviously subconsciously, it does something to you. It really does. As a child, it's very important that parents affirm and reaffirm and do the kind of a word of affirmation to make sure that the children grow up as healthy adults. When there is not that, when kids don't have that, because I think the brain of a child brain is the most susceptible I mean, it's most open. The mind is most open at the age between, I think, 3 to 7, right? And this is when because they start to develop this is when they start to get to know who they are and develop themselves and trying to figure out what they like. And of course, when you don't have that, it's really hard to truly start to believe in yourself, because it's a programming. So there is always a breaking point. This breaking point is when you realize that all your life you've been treated like shit, and it comes to a point where, obviously there's extreme cases, but it come to a point where you either want to kill yourself or you go to an extreme level of getting to like MMA, fighting, being the strongest. And this is that kind of revenge that comes in, which is not a bad thing, but there's still healing to be done, right? Some people work on the physical health, the physical, to get that strong body as a revenge, right? And obviously it's a good thing, but you still have that inner child trauma that is not healed, obviously, because obviously no one has taught you how to love yourself as a kid. And you externalize this low self-esteem, and you always want to one up of people, being the best over people, compete with others. Obviously, if you're not self-aware, it can affect you. And of course, it's not an easy thing, but being self-aware is very important. It's a great step to move forward. I would suggest to start journaling, and to start, because when you come to a point like myself, as you can see, when you come to a point where you already achieve what you wanted to achieve physically, and obviously you got people praising you because of, oh, damn, you look good, what do you do? But they do not know the past and the pain. They do not know the past and the pain that went into it to get where I am. And it takes a great level of self-awareness. Now, when I talk about because some people, not everyone get to that level, okay? Some people suppress their emotions so badly that it affects them the other way. So they will overeat, and which will lead them to obesity. Some will lead them to being anorexic. So it's very different. Like myself, I've been anorexic, but it lasted for like a couple of months until I was like, fuck it, I want to be strong. And this is how I find my love for fitness. I find my love for fitness because a drive within me wanted to be strong. I stepped into the gym, I remember, and obviously at that time, big booty was not really a thing. 2015, something like that. I was still young anyway. But it was still like wanting to go to the gym, and step by step. It was a step-by-step thing. I was not going 5 days a week. I was already very skinny. I was happy the way I looked. Obviously, I was bullied for being too skinny. So you have also your environment that can affect you. Some people in your life, they're going to make you feel like you bad for the way you look. But when you reach your goal of where you lost it, they feel also some type of way, and they always have something to say about it. Those people, you need to get them out of your life. as I said, there's more things that can actually keep you behind. Is the people around you, your self-esteem, your ego, and obviously your ego and obviously trauma, okay, which obviously kind of go hand in hand. We have to say that it goes hand in hand. But yeah,